So what's up, guys? These bristlenose fry that you guys saw in the last video, they have barely any of their egg sac left, and I am going to move them to a breeding tank where I store all the fry and the males and the females. So let's have a little peek. So here, there's the gourami pair, and then all these, that's a male right there. You can see by its bristles, its nose. This is where I keep all the fry and the parents. So I'm gonna move these fry into this tank for breeding and raising them to be big ones like that. And I'm also going to check that cone over there if the male's sitting on any more eggs, because you might have another batch. But I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Okay, so I just took out the tumbler and I moved it into here. It might look a bit cloudy because I just moved around a couple of things to get this into fit. But like so many fry in there. By the way, if you don't know what fry is the fancy word for baby fish. So when you have baby fish, it's baby fry. So pleco baby fish is pleco fry. So I'm gonna release them now into the water. Wait, let's set you here. I'll let them acclimate for a couple minutes. Now let's open up the lid. And let's go down over here like this. You see them all? There you go, they're all flying down. There's like 100 of them. I don't know if there is, but I would think there is. Still a couple more stragglers. And out. Out. Come on, any more? Any more? No, don't think so. No more. Okay, let's move this away and let's try find a couple. Let's get the light on the tank. Oh, there's one right up here on the glass. Looks like it's big, but it's tiny. And there's a couple over there, some on the cone. Now let's check the cone for any eggs. Checked it like a week ago. I don't know if there's anything, if there would be anything in there. Oh, the male. Oh, tons of fry coming out. Okay, so there's nothing in there. Just a whole lot of fry that I put in. Like, okay. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna feed these big gourami fry. There's one right there. There's one right there. And you guys probably haven't seen yet. I aquascaped this a day ago. Still need to put a heater and a filter in. I just scaped this with some nice sand, some rocks, and some plants. By the way, this is my planted aquarium. I breed all my plants in here, and then I would move them to a tank like this, or a discus tank. So I've got a bunch that I bred in the discus tank. So this one's more of like a relaxed breeding, and like there's cories. I'm trying to breed those. I still don't know if they're male or female. I think I've got a male and a female. And then there's 4 rams in here, and then there's a couple glassfish. Don't know if you'll be able to see the glassfish. Yeah, and then there's still 1 male pleco in this one. It's somewhere back there. There's a male pleco, and I had all the plecos in here originally, and then I moved them into the breeding tank because they were having fry in here. That's why you'll see a couple fry. Yeah, there's one right at the back there. I don't know if you can see. Right back there, you can see its head. But then got everything here. So there's the other female. So I had 2 females and 1 male gourami. And then I have a bunch of other gouramis, and then the big turtle. What the hell is wrong with the sliding? Oh, there we go. And then we've got a couple gouramis. So I've got this golden gourami. I got this one from my mate, what's his name? Perlis. He's in the middle of making a YouTube channel. Perlis. He had, these guys were breeding. These ones were breeding. And then he lost a male, I think, and maybe a female. So he had 3, he lost a male and I think a female. Then he gave me this one, and I just bought a baby one of those. Here's a female, I think. At least I think it's a female. That's a male. Where'd they go? And then I'm trying to figure out how to breed these rams, because I think that's a male, but I've got 3 other ones. And then I've got this discus. You see, it's got cloudy eye syndrome. So that's really annoying. He got sick because our TDS went way too high in the garage. That's why there's nothing in the garage right now. And I might make a video on trying to lower the TDS, but we'll see. So there's a cory, and then I think the male's back there. That I think is a male. See, look how fat it is, and then the males are usually skinnier. Oh, there's a baby ram back there. Just missing. Whoa, it's thundering. Crazy. So this is a planted aquarium. This is a turtle aquarium with his dock and a little waterfall. Power head. Doesn't really need a heater, but I use a heater. And then the pleco tank, and then we've got this new one that I escaped last night. I think I escaped it. And then this is my fry storage. There's one right there. Right there, I think that's one. No. Oh, there we go. There's one right there.
Which Harry Potter book have you watched?
This one. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we release these, and now we're gonna go do. Okay, so this aquascape that I did is meant for the breeding gouramis. There's a male, I think. That's a male. And the female is down there. The female, you can see, look how fat she is. When you look from the side, she's really fat. And the male, I think they're getting ready to spawn, because he's hanging out in the corner where he usually lays. And then we've got the rams, and there's a female. There's one more back there. And I wish I could show you the glass fish, but they're really hard to find. They always hang out in there. They come out at night. Oh, here's a good example. So there were a bunch of fry. I tried to catch as many as I could, but there's still a lot inside this tank. So that's, yeah. Okay, so this aquascape that I did is meant for the breeding gouramis. There's a male, I think. That's a male. And the female is down there. The female, you can see, look how fat she is. When you look from the side, she's really fat. And the male, I think they're getting ready to spawn, because he's hanging out in the corner where he usually lays. And then we've got the rams, and there's a female. There's one more back there. And I wish I could show you the glass fish, but they're really hard to find. They always hang out in there. They come out at night. Oh, here's a good example. So there were a bunch of fry. I tried to catch as many as I could, but there's still a lot inside this tank. So that's,